Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Nai and I buy fragrances instead of going to therapy. So I made this channel to share all the gems that I found along my almost decades long fragrance addiction. Today we're talking about designer fragrances. So your Gucci's, your Burberry's, your Valentinos that are for sure going to get you a compliment. I feel like designer fragrances in some spaces of the fragrance community get a bad rap. And don't get me wrong, I absolutely love niche fragrances, but there are some designer fragrances that completely outpace niche fragrances in every category. And a lot of the time, the perfumers that are making the niche fragrances are also making the designer fragrances. So yeah, I understand there's a difference in maybe like the quality of the materials or whatnot, but that's another topic for another day. It's quite controversial, so we'll get to that another day. So let me get off my soapbox and let's get into the top 5 compliment getting designer fragrances that I own and that I think you would love. As I was picking out my fragrances that I wanted to share today, I realized you can find all of these on discounter websites because they're not new releases. I think the newest release is probably a few years old, so that's a bonus. They're also affordable, okay? And then on top of that, I was noticing a theme from the ones I was getting. I think I'm just ready for fall because all of them are perfect for this transition into fall. They're not too heavy, they're not too like cloying. So it's perfect for that summer to fall transition period that we're in right now. So this video is kind of like a 2-in-1, a 3-in-1 if you throw in that they're also affordable. Start off strong with a cult favorite by the Fireplace from Maison Margiela. This bottle probably isn't the best to show because it's reflective and metallic, but yes, this is like special edition packaging of By the Fireplace from Maison Margiela, and it's like a woody, marshmallowy vanilla fragrance. On some people, it kind of gives off like a smoky vibe. I don't really get that on me. I get more of like the sweet vanilla vibe, but this is a cult favorite for a reason. If you go out, spray this, compliment for sure. Performance wise, it's in the medium category. It's not gonna be beast mode and last you till the next day, but it will last you a good amount of time. For EDT, I think it does very, very well. Next up on the list, we have Gucci Intense Oud by obviously Gucci. Now, don't let the name fool you. It says Intense Oud, but it's not the strongest oud out there. It's a very woody, clean fragrance. I would go as far as saying this is probably the most masculine out of the bunch. I think more men would gravitate towards this one, but it does have very like subtle, fruity nuances in there. Will last you till tomorrow. This you have to scrub this off. So if you end up not liking it, that might not be a good thing. But again, another compliment getter, especially for men. I think if I smelled this on a man, I'd be like, "Hi, here's my number. Take it." You may not be a great person, but we'll figure that out later. Just let's link up. Let's be friends. We have another cult favorite, Le Beau from JPG. This is your fruity vanilla for the fall. Some people might prefer the intense version of this, but I think this is the best version personally. It's kind of like a boozy pear vanilla. A little bit of maybe patchouli in there, but I don't really get much of that on my skin. My skin, I think, leans towards projecting the sweeter aspects of perfumes, I've noticed. But yeah, this one is also a decent daytime one, whereas the first two, you definitely want to lean towards a nighttime. This is another one that would last and last and last. It won't be as in your face as the Intense Oud, but you will get that nice sillage for multiple hours of the day. I would say maybe about 8 hours. This is a beast mode lasting fragrance. Maybe not a beast mode projecting fragrance, but it lasts all day. And it's between this and another one on the list that I personally get the most compliments on. At number 4, we have Devotion from Dolce & Gabbana. And this is a citrus gourmand. It's very, very heavy on the orange blossom, I want to say. This one came out when citrus gourmands were having its moment, and this, between this and Acro Bake, which is a niche fragrance, they have me in a chokehold. This is also the most like densest and syrupy feeling out of the list. So if you're not really into super gourmands, I would probably stay away from this one and go for like the Le Beau or the next one I'm about to show you. But this again, compliment getter. I wouldn't necessarily wear it on a date night, but maybe at dinner with like your friends or something. And I apologize for any noise in the background because yeah, I have to open the window and I live in a city. There's noise 24/7, so yeah. Last but not least, we have Donna Roma Intense from Valentino, and this is for my floral lovers that also still want like a little teensy weensy bit of vanilla. This one is very jasmine heavy though, so if you're not a fan of jasmine, you might want to stay away from this. In my opinion, this one is the best overall out of the ones I've talked about today, because I feel like this is appropriate for the office. I feel like this is appropriate for nights out. It's just good. If you're looking for something that can take you from day to night, I think this one is just the fit. Also last and last. I find that white floral heavy fragrances tend to be long lasting. I don't know why that is. That might be just conspiracy in my mind, but hey. And they were in no order, by the way. There's just how I picked them up from off my shelf. So yeah, but let's go back through. At number 1, we had By the Fireplace, and this is like your marshmallowy, vanilla, woody fragrance. Then next we had Gucci Oud, which is like a woody, oudy scent, very fresh, very clean, masculine with some fruity aspects in there. I think it's unisex, but it is unisex masculine leading. Then we had Le Beau, which is pear, fruity vanilla, very strong, long lasting, most playful, I should say, most playful out of the bunch. We had Devotion, very sweet, very syrupy, very citrusy, orangey, orange blossomy. This is for when you want to smell super edible. And last but not least, we have our best overall, which is Valentino Donna Roma Intense. It's a very floral jasmine scent. It has some vanilla aspects in there, but for the most part, I personally pick up on the jasmine the most, which I don't mind because jasmine is probably one of my favorite floral notes. So yeah, good for day to night, good for transitioning. You're just looking for one fragrance that you want to buy for any occasion, I think this would be the best for you. Those are my picks. I hope you guys liked it. But yeah, let me know what fragrances that you get complimented on the most, or what fragrances do you smell on other people that you just love. You have to give a compliment every time you smell it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.